Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fetch Quest podcast, where we talk about video games and more. I'm your host, Guy, and today I am joined by my fellow co-host, Brewer.
Hello.
And returning special guest, Joe.
Hi.
And a whole new guest today, Ryan. Whoa!
Oh, we have two guests.
Whoa!
That's crazy. Brewer, I remember before the thing here, before the recording here, you want to talk about something?
Yeah, I was thinking with two guests, maybe we could just do a wacky topic, just maybe even a new spin-off channel.
Dang, sure. That sounds like a really good idea. What do you want it to be about?
So I was thinking, just from the bottom of my heart, let's have it be about our top 20 hottest presidents. Like personally, for me, number 7 is Andrew Garfield.
Wait, aren't you on a gaming podcast?
Brewer, that's stupid. Why would you ever think of something like that?
Because if we want to make a profit, we make spin-offs, Guy. Specifically about hot presidents.
Well, I mean, if it works for Persona, I guess it'll work for us. So let's invest. So today's topic, we're gonna be talking about video game spin-offs, different franchises with spin-offs, the good, the bad, the in the middle, the benefits, and the defactors of it. So
Maybe
before we
peak.
get into that, any new guest, I always ask them the 3 questions. And Ryan, you're that guest today.
Aw, shucks.
So I will be asking you 3 questions. First question. 1. Why do you play video games?
Okay. I feel like it's more and more I've gotten more philosophical about this, but I think the reason I play video games, aside from just being able to play with friends, is there's no storytelling medium that I get so invested in as video games, where it's there's none that when a twist happens, it feels like it impacts me kind of more, just because of the fact that I'm in the driver's seat, right? I am the player, I am the main character, and you literally cannot get that anywhere else.
That's very valid. We actually we talked about that before with our video game movies episode, which y'all should definitely watch. We talked about how adapting video games into movies is really hard, just because you're taking control away from the player and you're putting the director or the writer's view onto it. You know what I mean? Which makes adaptation. Yeah, you first.
You're taking a very interactive medium and translating it into something where the interaction is just you watching and listening into it.
Yeah. No, that was a great answer though. Second question: what is your favorite video game, and why?
Okay.
Or at least give us the top 3.
I'm putting.
Yeah,
three.
if you can give us a top 3, that's also perfect.
I'm too indecisive.
No, you're good.
So, first one, I'm gonna say DMC5. I went on I played it earlier this year. Guys, you know all about how fantastic the game is. Combat system is just insane. I've literally never touched anything like it. I've never played a game replayed a game that much where I've beaten it on regular, I've beaten it on hard, I'm going through it on Dante Must Die, I've even beaten it with the virtual DLC. So yeah, just the amount of combat. Also, I really like the story in it too. But the other one I was gonna say was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. That was the first. That was the first video game I've literally ever cried at. And it has my best memories of as a kid are going to my brother's basketball games, and I would literally be on the end of the court, just out of bounds, and dude, I'd have these high schoolers as I'm an elementary kid just literally charging right past me, because it was the only way I could charge my Game Boy.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon goes really hard on its story for no reason.
No, genuinely, it's left such an impact on me, and I'm viciously waiting for a new announcement from it, but it in due time. And then the last game I think I was gonna say was it's probably Undertale / Deltarune. It's probably gonna be Deltarune when it fully releases, but yeah, I played Undertale in high school, and I was wow, this is so magical, because it's it literally takes like the whole RPG kind of concepts that we've known through like so many years, and it's just like, hey, your actions actually have consequences. And that was like the first time. That was like the first time where I was like, hey, I think video games have like a more like expressive form of storytelling, where they can really like touch me as like the player with their with it. And then Deltarune, it was just like, my friend told me it's literally just Undertale but better, and I was like, okay, sure. Like, I don't know how you get better than Undertale. And then it was just better Undertale.
No, that's a good
Yeah,
pick.
lengthy responses, but I had to get it out there.
Of course, no, we're here to talk, man. That's what this is for.
Mhm.
No, I don't want us to be a podcast channel, so instead we're gonna sit in silence for an hour.
we're gonna sit and enjoy each other's
That's the
company.
new spin-off channel that we're actually doing.
It's
Sit in silence and stare at paint for an hour.
That's funny. But I'm kind of glad that Connor isn't with us today. Hi, Connor. Comment down below and better like the video. Hi, I love you. I'm kind of glad he's not with us right now because he would be like asking you a billion questions about Deltarune right now.
Dude, this would have been a Deltarune and Undertale episode.
Yeah, it's really good though. I will give you credit on that one.
For future stuff.
And third and final question. If there's a video game that you could replay again for the very first time, what would it be, and why?
Okay. I just talked about it, but it would be Undertale, right? And here's why. My friend Allison in high school was like, whatever you do, don't kill anything, don't hurt the enemies. And like, if you know Undertale and like near the end of the game, like that's like the big plot twist is like, hey, your actions actually have consequences. And like, despite the fact that it was like, oh my god, like LV is like levels of violence and not just level, it's like, I really wish I could have gone through and had that journey of like, oh shit, the game is actually calling me out for like my habits, for my like lack of actual thinking.
Honestly, yeah, I really agree with that, because like a lot of what I experienced from Undertale, because like I was really young when it released, was like whatever I saw from a Let's Play, because I didn't have like, I think, a laptop or a PC that I could have played it on. So my first experience playing it was when it eventually released on a Switch, but by then I knew like a lot of what happened in the game. So like, while I'd still enjoyed it a lot, I feel like I've been enjoying Deltarune more, or at least the 2 chapters we have of it as of right now, just because I've gotten like a fresh experience with it.
Yeah, it's also a thing that like PC gaming like wasn't as big as it was back then, and it was only on Steam. So I think that was also a really big thing to why like I think Let's Players like Jacksepticeye got really, really popular with Undertale. Well, he was popular beforehand, but like those specific playthroughs were popular because like that was, at least for like people like me at the time, that was like the only way we could experience the game. If that makes sense. But no, I definitely like I see that, because Undertale is definitely a game which I think you should go in completely blind. And dude, like knowing the twist and everything of like your actions, literally everything you do in the game determines like what ending you get. It's so crazy. But
all right,
yeah.
But also like I'm also, because like I talked about it a little bit, but it's like even like in some of the later endings where they like the game physically like messes with your save file, like dude, I would kill to like experience that again for the first time. Like now as like an actual like grown up person. Oh my god.
yeah, it has like a lot of just like shocking twists to it that like you really don't expect. They just come out of nowhere.
God, that's such a good game. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a great answer though. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, man. That was awesome.
That was fire.
Now we talk about the epic spin-offs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not so epic ones though, like Mega Man Soccer. Yes, that exists.
That's real?
Yes, I am not shitting you. Mega Man Soccer on the Super Nintendo.
Oh no, I've definitely heard of this now that you mentioned it.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, this is.
That sounds really
Mega
funny.
Man, but as a sports game.
This is a way to start. It's $110 on Amazon at the moment.
Amazon's always expensive. Don't go off Amazon. Go off like pricecharting.com.
Hell yeah! I'm also not buying this game. But
You first. You first.
okay. I think Mega Man Soccer, or just like Mega Man, is like a very interesting character to like start with.
Yeah.
Because Mega Man has like a huge, wide array of spin-offs. Wasn't like, I guess X is considered like a reboot of the series, so that doesn't count.
I mean,
Soccer is just like an absurd kind of starting point.
I mean,
But
you have
what
the
were you gonna
Z
say?
series, and then you also have like the Battle Network series, which is very different to what the original games are.
I'm really glad you brought that up because that was like exactly what I was about to streamline in. Where that was also one of like the big RPGs that kind of like shaped my understanding of the genre as a kid. Battle Network 3 on the Game Boy was it was so cool. I love like the grid pattern. There's a new fighting game called like Duelists of Eden that hasn't been released yet, and I'm bringing it up just because it literally copies this
I
exact
think there's
style.
one similar.
Um,
Maybe Duelist of Eden is like within the series because I think it's called like One Step from Eden, and it has like the same style as like the Mega Man Battle Network games, where like you're on a grid, you have your set attacks, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. No, this is. I don't know. Maybe this is like the sequel game they made before it, or prequel game they made before it. But yeah, no, this is this exact format.
But yeah, it was like really unique too because it still has the spirit of like the series, but like it's so different from like the platforming. You have a Mega Man to like fighting on a grid, like choosing like all your different attacks and stuff before going into battle. It's a really interesting take. I'll say that.
Mhm.
Guys, Mega Man drops January 7th.
I was never
Oh my
more
God.
smart. Money smart makes me more intelligent.
Smart makes me more
I
intelligent.
think we should kill Guy.
Jesus.
Maybe we'll absorb his powers like Mega Man. The powers of
There are
cringe.
things that the people around me say that make me physically cringe.
What are they?
I was wondering how you were going to finish that instead of just there are things people
That's
say
really
around.
funny. But yeah, I think Mega Man, like going off what you said, like Mega Man's like a really interesting one because like from concept alone, you'd think he'd be like it'd be very limited, but like they were able to do a lot with Mega Man, and like now it's a renowned series, like to a point where like Mega Man's in Smash Brothers, which is crazy. You know what I mean?
Also, Mega Man has just a shit ton of games, like 11 from the main series, like I think 6 different games from X.
I think they got to 8, right?
I think so. That's the thing. There's so many.
Because I remember 7 was like the 3D one that was like really bad, and then for 8 they were like, okay, we're
I
not
think
doing
the
that
3D
anymore.
one was like Mega Man Legends, maybe.
Oh, bro, that's another one I was thinking about. That is another spin-off series. I've heard like really mixed things where some people are like, oh, this is such like an underrated cult classic, and then other people are like, there's a reason we didn't get like
Maybe
a lot more.
I'm thinking it's
from
probably
it.
rough for its time, but it had like a certain taste to it that people wanted more of, just refined. Maybe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah,
you're
then
talking
you have
about.
like the Z series, the Battle Network that we brought up. There's just a lot of fucking Mega Man,
True.
and then
This
there's
is
also soccer for some reason.
This is something I do want to ask y'all. We probably should have started this first, but what is y'all's favorite spin-off game or series?
Mario Kart.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It might be Mario Kart though, just because like it is actually like
So good.
it's
What
Mario
about you,
Kart.
Joe?
I don't really have to explain
Shit,
it.
that's a really good question. Probably gotta go
Mario
with,
Kart for me, I think.
because it holds such a special place in my heart. Fallout New Vegas.
That's a really good one. Oh my god.
That's a real that was a great answer.
Holy shit.
New Vegas is like not only one of the best spin-off games ever, because I think it's better. Honestly, I think it might be better than all the mainline games.
I don't think
I think so. That's
I'm
like
gonna
the
be
one
for
I've
real. I
definitely
don't think
heard the
that's a
most
hot
praise for.
take.
It is kind of funny when the spin-off eclipses the main series, especially like, Persona.
Mhm.
Persona.
I'll tell you a
Mhm.
spin-off that didn't eclipse the main series. Batman Arkham
What?
Origins Blackgate.
Oh my god.
There'll never be a time that I cannot go without bringing up the Arkham series.
No, it's fine. I love it. I mean, we're talking about video games, so it's whatever.
Valid.
It's like a drug for Joe. If he doesn't bring it up, he's gonna go into a relapse and die within 5 minutes.
It's like, gotta talk about Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like his form of a nicotine patch. He has to at least mention it once a day.
Oh my god.
Are we counting like mobile
That's
games?
crazy.
I mean, yeah, there's like all those like Pokemon mobile games like Shuffle and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
Pokemon Go was
Go's just become
Yeah,
its own
Go
thing.
is
It's just that big.
massive. Like
Pokemon
that.
Go
I
is
remember when
probably
Go became like.
No, go ahead, guy.
So what?
Go ahead, guy.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I remember when like Go was popular and it was like eclipsing mainline games, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's gotten so big now that like they've started to add like support for it in the mainline games, where you can now take your mons from Go and put them
Yeah,
to like
which is
Scarlet and Violet.
crazy.
PSA for that though. I don't know if they've patched it though. When they first introduced that for like bringing Pokemon from Go into Scarlet and Violet, it could actually delete your entire save file.
Holy shit.
That's cool.
So I don't know if they've patched it out yet, but please look that up before you try to do it.
Yeah, I'd probably say like Pokemon Go is. I feel like it's like starting to eclipse the entire mainline series for Pokemon. Where
I wouldn't
I
say
definitely.
even 7 years after
I don't-
release,
okay, I don't
there
know,
are
but, like, I
millions and
feel
millions
like-
of people who still play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, there are millions. But I feel like maybe in terms of like, I don't know like what's the best term for it, but like clout almost,
Yeah.
where it's like if I ask like the random person on the street like, hey, what do you know about Pokemon Go, or like they've probably like dabbled in it back in like 2016 when it came out, because that thing was huge over the summer. But like, yeah, I feel like you're just more likely to run into someone who's played Pokemon Go than like, oh yeah, I've played Pokemon like
I mean, it
Scarlet
does make
and
sense though,
Violet.
because like everyone has a phone, and then Pokemon Go was like a free download. It still is, so it's like very accessible. Scarlet and Violet, well, I mean, like it's not
Mhm.
hard to get your hands on a Switch. There is still that barrier of you got to pay $300, $350 if you want an OLED, and
No,
then you
exactly.
got to pay for
Yeah.
the $60 game, and then maybe DLC when that releases too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here's the thing that like.
No, definitely.
You first.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna mention, like, I really like the point of just like general accessibility. But I also do just have to like quickly add that, like, God, I fucking remember that summer so well. It was so crazy. I remember I had friends posting on their stories about how they like snuck out of their houses to go catch like a Pidgey.
You know what?
Awesome.
And it's just funny looking back at it, because like a Pidgey, like that's what you're
I'm not,
risking it for.
I'm not gonna lie. There's times driving back home from school that I was like, "Mom, could you turn left into here? I think there's a Charizard."
That's really
Shout out
funny.
to my mom for helping me get Charizards and Dragonite.
Shout out, moms.
I love-
Shout out, mom.
Yes.
love
Thank you,
supporting
mommy.
parents.
I love
You know
you.
what else is like a
That's
really,
funny.
really like good like spin-off series? I really enjoy
What?
like the Mario sports games.
They're so good, but God, have they fallen off recently?
Yeah, I was about to say, as of recent, like they're kind of ass. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I heard a lot of like bad
Do
things
y'all
about the new
remember-
I mean, they're
Mario
not like the
Golf one.
worst games, but
What was it? It's Mario and Sonic.
Strikers.
I love Strikers. I'll get into Strikers in a second, but it's Mario and Sonic. It's the one that's on the Wii. It's the one at the Olympics.
Oh, Mario Sonic in
Rio.
the Olympic
Ooh,
Games
um,
2012.
No, I think
The
is it like
2008
oh,
one.
is it London?
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
the Beijing Olympic Games. Yeah.
Bro, I was 5 when that one came out.
that's crazy.
Oh my God. Don't date me like that.
I'm dating
That's crazy.
myself.
Right, wait. Aren't you like my
Bruh.
age? Hold up.
Yeah, no, I'm 20.
Oh,
I'm about to be
I'm
23
20.
soon.
He's a 2001 baby. That's crazy.
Okay, never mind. I don't feel bad. Never mind. I'm 2000. 2000. That's
That's
what
2003 babies.
Oh.
Put it out there. 1 year away from drinking.
Alright. All right. That makes me feel better.
I'm just used to being the youngest at this point.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah,
Guy
it's
being
like-
the baby.
Stupid
Hey, like-
guy.
I like vividly remember playing Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, like the 2008 one, all the time.
That was like the go-to game when I would go to my friend like it sounds like I'm making up his name because it's just but like my friend Timmy whenever I go to like little Timmy's house, it would always just be like, dude, you like let's put like fucking Sonic,
Yeah,
Mario and Sonic,
Timmy.
it's also like a crazy like.
and it was always funny because we would play like the swimming, and I'm just like, dude, please, can we just play like ping pong or something?
No.
Yes, please. You know, it's also like
I like swimming.
a super like crazy, like spin-off. Speaking of Sonic, Unleashed. I really enjoy Sonic Unleashed on the Wii, and that's a take. That's a
Well,
take.
is that really a spin-off?
I think
Is that really a
I think it's
spin-off though?
technically a
'Cause
spin-off.
No, I think it's
Is it
mainlined.
I thought it wasn't a mainline part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, their mainline with Sonic is like varies a lot, especially compared to Mario, because they were willing to do a lot more random shit.
Oh,
for no reason.
Because they'll have games
Sure.
where like, fuck it, he's a werewolf, screw it, give him a sword, he's a knight now. I don't know, make it an auto runner, give him rings.
I guess.
Those
I guess
were, I think those
it's
were
not a
definitely the
spin-off.
spin-offs.
I mean, I thought you were about to bring up the one with a Shadow the Hedgehog with a gun.
Yeah,
I think
now
I
that's
want-
a spin-off. Oh
That's
my
it.
lord.
I think Shadow had like a lot of like really cool ideas with like, what was it, like 8 or 10 alternate endings. I like the way that like each mission had like different objectives, but then they were just
Give him a
like,
gun.
the missions were so long. Like there were people who would, like, some of the missions are like 20-30 minutes.
That's crazy.
It's like,
That is crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy.
I guess you could go for the goal. And like, I guess you could go for the goal, and that's like the main thing. But like, I want to experiment, you know. And if you're forcing me to stick to the main line or like just like the main objective, then like you're really losing me
I think
here.
too, while it was a spin-off, it still had gameplay that was pretty similar to the original series, but it was missing the elements from the original series, like the stage exploration in Sonic and like trying to figure out how to go fast in them,
Mhm.
that like made it as entertaining. And then yeah, they also just gave him a gun.
They gave Shadow the Hedgehog a gun. It's kind of funny.
Shadow the Hedgehog, but instead of being in Japan, he's in America.
It's crazy because, like, what kind of audience were they trying to appeal to? You know what I mean?
It's the only Sonic game that's gotten above like an E for everyone rating because there's profanity.
Because
in
of a
it.
gun.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Wait.
Oh,
Shadow
yeah.
goes, dude.
I
Wait,
forgot you
does
selected-
Shadow say fuck?
No way. If he said
No,
fuck, it'd be T for
it-
Teen
I
for
think
sure.
this is damn.
That would have been so funny if he like actually said fuck.
No, it's T for teen, but he goes, damn.
Damn, I have
Damn.
a gun.
Damn, they really
Oh,
gave Shadow a
God.
Glock. That's crazy.
Shadow the Glock Hedgehog.
Damn, we really like went on a tangent there about shit Sonic, but like Super Mario Strikers.
I mean, look, to be fair, Sonic has, like, a good amount of spin-offs.
good amount of
'cause
spin-offs.
Sega,
Can't say
Yeah.
they're really good though.
Yeah, it's like Mario and Sonic. They have
Okay.
that thing. It's similar where they both have a lot of spin-offs. The thing that's not similar though is Mario has a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Shadow, or not Shadow. I keep bringing up Shadow. Sonic, not so much.
Okay, but if we're talking about Sonic spin-offs, the one thing that like I need to get out there was Sonic Riders, right?
yes, my dude.
The amount of disappointment, okay, like 2 years ago when I was living in a dorm with some friends, we started like, we found out that there's like a competitive scene for Sonic Riders, so we started playing it again. We didn't actually like try and compete, but it was like playing it again. I found like a surprisingly deep like racing game, which only made me like more depressed when I had to go back to the reality that like we're not getting another one of these. We're just gonna get like a Sonic and like Sega All Stars Racing again, because it's like they had such like great stylization with the game and like such a cool aesthetic that fits Sonic so well, and they had like all these like they had like such a cool like boost mechanic, and then they're just like, yeah,
The
give them a
Sonic
go-kart.
All Stars never made sense to me because motherfucker, he runs faster than the car. He doesn't need
Real.
one.
Should make a racing game for Sonic, but you like drive around as them like spinning.
I mean, in all honesty, that was probably just to capitalize off Mario Kart, because even Final Fantasy tried doing that with like some Final Fantasy Kart thing.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know what it's called, but
That's
I know
weird.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and there's like so many different licensed like shitty kart racers, like Garfield kart,
Don't hate on Garfield cars.
DreamWorks kart that has like Shrek on the front
Dude, I remember
cover.
that.
There's a bunch of different like rip-off kart racers that just aren't as good as Mario. They're Mario at Mario Kart, but we have it at home edition.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I also feel like because like Mario Kart is made by like Nintendo, they have like that Nintendo like polish, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you mean. The seal
Yeah.
of quality, as they call it.
Mhm. Yeah, sometimes the seal's questionable, but for like the Mario games, it's like, well, Mario games, it's pretty much like a guarantee. I feel like I struggle to think of like a bad, let's just say like a bad Mario game in recent memory. Like I feel like like new Super Mario Bros. 2 with like all the coins was like kind of just like okay.
I mean, that was technically mainline, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
I would say not super good mainline, especially compared to like the new Mario Wonder.
Mhm.
But
By the
yeah,
way,
I
if you
see
haven't
what
played
you
that game,
mean.
please do. It's fucking perfect.
Game of the year contender.
Real. That game is so
Yeah,
fucking
Mario's
good.
just interesting. Like most of them are good. Then you have like a couple weird ones in the past that they don't want to talk about.
Oh, like oh god, oh like the history one where they like
Yeah,
go
the
through
Mario
time.
Time Machine.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
it's
so
really-
funny.
Oh wait, let's not forget my favorite Mario game, Hotel Mario.
Oh, Hotel
Yes.
Mario. It's,
Oh, I forgot about Hotel
On
Mario.
game-
everyone's favorite console, the Philips CDI.
what about
That
Paper
is
Mario?
so fucking good.
Paper Mario is a spin-off.
Oh, that's
Oh
such
my
a
God,
good one.
that is a spin-off.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bowser's Inside
You
Story.
wanna know-
Yeah,
I can't
the
believe I
Thousand Year
forgot.
Door.
Oh my god.
Mario has a lot of good RPGs, but do you want to know something funny about that? Even though with Paper Mario, like the best games are considered to be like the original, and then Thousand Year Door, and then like Super Paper Mario. Like the only one I've played is Sticker Star, which is the one like everyone hated.
Yeah, everyone hates Sticker Star.
Please do yourself a favor. Please, I'm begging you, man. I'll pitch Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
No,
like,
I'm
right
picking
now
up
to
the
you,
remake
right?
when it comes out.
Thank God. It is like the coolest. It literally has like that was one of my other things I probably could have listed for like favorite games ever. It has so many like outside the box and like
It's
super
so
sick chapter ideas that I just love so much. There's like one that's like almost like a Tim Burton kind of horror one. There's one where you infiltrate like a corrupt boxing ring and take it down from the inside, and it's
Yeah.
oh my god, it's
That
so
sounds cool,
good.
actually.
It's so
Yeah,
cool.
I know Sticker Star is a bit iffy compared to like a lot of the rest of the series. That and especially like Color Splash, because I didn't even want to touch that one when I saw gameplay of it. But like
Mhm.
Sticker Star, I do have
Oh,
fond childhood memories of it, of like some of that wonder too, because it does have a lot of good stuff. It just is bogged down by some like weird choices, but I had a lot of fun with it as a kid, and my granny got it for me for Christmas, so good memories there.
Speaking of remakes, Super Mario RPG remake dropped today.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Real.
Crazy cool spinoff.
I've actually never played Super Mario RPG.
I played like a quarter of it.
I got. Oh god, did I even get Geno? I don't know if I got Geno or not, but I bought it on like the Wii U when it was on the shop, and I got like I got like a decent way into it, and then I got stuck. And now it's just
Yeah,
been
I
years.
got it on like the SNES Classic, like that mini console they put out, and it was really good. But I just stopped playing it for some reason, probably because I was like 14 at the time.
I think I finished that game like years ago. I could not like tell you much about the game, other than like I think it's pretty enjoyable, and I enjoy the mechanics of the game. Even though I'm not really.
I mean, for the first Mario RPG like
pretty sick.
ever, it was pretty good. It's a pretty good venture into it.
Pretty gamer, some would say.
Yeah, yeah, guy, pretty gamer.
So, some would say this podcast is gamer.
Man, guy,
Fetch
really?
Quest is such a gamer podcast.
I wonder, guy, is it? It's not like we introduce it as a video game podcast every episode.
I think we do. We might.
Do we?
I think we do.
All right, guys. The only way to find out, go watch every Fetch Quest video.
Real. You better do it.
You got it. I'll boot them up right now. Like,
There's only like what 20 something of them now.
27, I think.
20. There's
Around
only
20.
27 of them.
Only 27.
Just
But,
only 27. Actually,
yeah.
28. This is 28.
But that is an important thing I think we need to talk about, is how, like, especially today of all days, Super Mario RPG and Persona 5 Tactica came out today, so hence, you know, we make a spin-off episode, haha.
Oh yeah, I forgot Tactica came out.
Just pure coincidence. Pure coincidence. There was nothing. There was no links connecting the two.
We definitely
Yes.
didn't choose this in a drunken stupor or anything.
No, we did not at all.
We definitely didn't choose it because someone was spinning around a lot while drunk, and we thought it was kind of funny.
What?
Yeah,
They became a human Beyblade.
that's so true. Wait, hold on. I just realized something.
What?
What did you
We
realize?
have gone about 20 minutes in this episode, and we still have not explained what a spin-off is.
Okay.
Who wants to
I
do
mean,
the
I don't know
honors?
if it needs an explanation, but I guess we can get into that if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guess we
I
give it
mean,
a
like,
shot.
because I know
Um,
people can get like spin-offs and like mainline series games like confused. Because like people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Metroid Prime. Oh wait, it's a spin-off." You know what I mean?
Also, some spin-offs just
I-
become their own thing, like the Persona series, which a lot of people don't even know is a spin-off at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, it's made such a big identity, especially with like Persona 5 in recent years.
Yeah, for sure.
But please give like SMT like a shot. It's really
Especially
fun.
SMT4, I love that one.
SMT4 is really good. I really like 3 Nocturne, where Dante chases you through like a maze, and then you eventually get to recruit him as like a demon you can use.
Oh yeah, I forget that is a Nocturne. Holy shit.
Well, unfortunately
Yeah,
now
crazy.
though, if you want Dante, it's $10 extra. Damn you, Atlas.
I'll do it for Dante. I'm too much of a shill. I have no backbone when it comes to Dante, unfortunately.
You are the reason Atlas's DLC practices keep going on.
I haven't bought it. I played it on I played it on an emulator.
It's really funny though.
Through very legal means.
You know what? With how much they put into the remaster, and by that I mean like barely anything, you got just as good of an experience. And yeah, I don't care. Emulate all you want.
Yeah, my friend bought it. Yeah, my friend bought it for me, and that's how I knew to avoid it. But just realized after going on that little spiel, dodged the question entirely again.
We do that a lot.
So like, what is a spin-off? I guess we can all give like our own definitions. I just like, I feel like for me personally, like a spin-off is a game in a series that like keeps the same name, but it like completely changes genre, and it also like kind of designates that it's different from the main series. Like we mentioned, like Joe mentioned it earlier, where it's like Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, right? That's not like a Super Mario Brothers game. Mario Kart, Mario Party, another banger series I forgot to mention. I feel like it's like a pretty like bare bones. I feel like y'all can definitely add.
No,
more to it, though.
that's a good starter though.
Yeah, I think to add on to it, I'd say probably like it takes the spirit, characters, and world of the game and expands upon it with new gameplay, maybe new characters, new elements of the story that you didn't see in the original game to further improve the experience. Or just to give you a different take that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of how I like would define a spin-off as.
Mhm.
But I also could see it as just like any game that's like taking a character from a different game and making it its own.
Putting him in something new, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I think a really big distinction that we should talk about is that like I think the spin-offs can be in the same genre, like because SMT and Persona are JRPGs, but like the way they go about it is completely different.
Well, also
Mhm.
with the Shin Megami Tensei in general, its spin-off isn't just Persona. It has like a bunch of series. So you have the Soul Hackers games, you have Devil Survivor,
Yeah, there's like I think it's like Digital Devil Saga 2 is another one.
Then you have Persona, but then Persona, the spin-off series, has its own spin-offs as well, like Tactica, which is released today.
Which
and
is crazy.
Strikers.
Yeah, Persona definitely. That's a really good point you bring up. Persona definitely sticks more, I guess, to like the idea that I mentioned, where he gets to like change genre. But like SMT, yeah, no, SMT having that many like spin-offs, in quote, which
Well, SMT,
crazy.
I think the element that it brings is like the soul of the series, so like it keeps a lot of the same gameplay usually, but also like characters, so like the demons from the series, a lot of them like it may be in Soul Hackers, but you know it's also in Persona, it's also in SMT5, so that's what they usually carry over. But they usually bring their own spin to it with the gameplay.
Yeah, for sure. It's like that also like brings up another question of like, is a spin-off justified if it doesn't do enough to like differentiate itself?
You know what's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what's like a crazy thing to say and like think about? Technically,
What's
up?
Mario is a spin-off. That
hear
entire
it.
series is a spin-off of Donkey Kong.
Of Donkey Kong.
You're right. It is. That's a huge point.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Super Mario is a spin-off of the original Donkey Kong arcade game, and Donkey Kong Country is a spin-off of that.
Okay, even crazier. I was just gonna mention that. Like even crazier, Donkey Kong Country is a spin-off of a spin-off of like its original game.
That is
Yes, it is.
Inadvertently, DKC is like a secondary spin-off of Donkey Kong, which is just really
Also, a lot
funny.
of Mario characters just have their own game series as well. Like Yoshi may be a Mario Wonder, but then he also has like all his other Yoshi Island games.
Yeah. You know what else is a
Oh
spin-off?
god, those are
Or
such good
Princess
ones.
Peach is getting a new game as well.
Speaking
so.
of just like random video games that really like definitely completely changed the genre, Apex Legends is a spin-off of Titanfall.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
You're right.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
because they share the universe.
Share the Universe is a spin-off of it, and it like completely changes the genre into a battle royale. And honestly, I think it does really, really well.
It does, because it implements a lot of like the mechanics and stuff from Titanfall into like a battle royale setting. Well, like obviously not the giant mechs and whatnot, which is unfortunate because that is one of my favorite parts of Titanfall 2. But it does it in a way where it's like, oh, this is Titanfall because the guns act the same and the movement is the same. You know what I mean? Besides the walls
That's probably one of my
jumping.
favorite things about Apex is that they've really like kept their own identity. And that's also like another thing about just like battle royales in general. I love that most of them have their own identities, but that's neither here nor there.
That is really important with spin-offs as well. It's like identity, because like you want your game in general to stand out, of course, and it's for a spin-off it's kind of harder to do because like if you're branching off of something, then you want it to be able to like stand out in its own way compared to like the original IP or other spin-offs. So like here's something like a good example of this is like Persona. Like when they do spin-offs, they can't just do like Persona 5 2 or Persona like this, that, and the other. What they try to do is that like they try to make them different by going into different genres. So like you have Persona Dancing, which is a dancing rhythm game, and then you have like Persona 5 Tactical, which is like a sim strategy game. They want to differentiate it so that it can create bigger impact while also appealing to more different audiences. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say it's also like the milking of Persona, because like once people get on Persona, they really get on Persona. So, you start trying to go on from there, like sort of like what we mentioned in our Pokemon episode. They're gonna expand everywhere. So you got the merchandise, you got the concerts, you got the books, manga, you have the anime adaptation, then you have like all the different spin-offs we talked about. You got the fighting game one, the dancing one, the one on the 3DS. You got all sorts of spin-offs.
Oh yeah,
Poison.
Pokken. I forgot. I'm going to be for real. I forgot Pokken.
Oh no, I was saying
God,
that
also
applies
Pokken.
to Persona as well. But yeah, Pokken.
God, Pokken is a game. Did y'all remember Pokken Tournament?
Yeah.
I played it on the Wii U.
I have a funny story about Pokken, which, funny enough, is literally about a promotional card for it.
Mewtwo.
But not Mewtwo. When I pre-ordered it at Target, for some reason, me and my mom went to go pick it up, and they were like, "Sorry, we don't have your copy. We sold out of all of them." And it's like, how do you sell out of a game I pre-ordered, right? Like, well, that's crazy. But they had these promotional, like, in little packet, plastic seal, like, shiny Magikarp cards, because there was a Magikarp stage in the game, right? And oh God, I took one, and I was like, "Oh, cool, I gotta take one." And then the dude turned around, and I took like 8 more, and then he like, I think he caught me. He was like, "Man, you could just take the whole thing if you want." And shout out to that one dude from Target, because I took them, did nothing with them for like 5-6 years, and then they drew like went up in value to like $25 a piece, and I made $1,000 off of selling like 50 Magikarp cards.
You were just a menace.
No, actually, and it's funny because that experience to me is way more memorable than just like me picking Weavile and just spamming like some like overhead attack because I was terrible.
You're the person that I hate at Best Buy because I can't get the new promo card that I need for my set.
Okay. I will say one. This was like when I was like 14, right? I'm a changed person. I've reformed, right? But also, like, I don't do that anymore. And I only really did it because the person was like, "Hey, you can just take it." This was also like way before like Pokemon cards like blew up.
Oh no, that's
like,
fair. That's fair.
I get like now. I don't know, it's kind of weird to say Pokemon cards like blew up because it's like they're they're Pokemon cards.
Well, after 2020, everything like really blew up, and then you have all these annoying, let's just say, invest bros that keep trying to jack up the value of all the cards.
Yeah, all the
I hate
scalpers
so much. I make an entire episode on scalpers and how much I want to burn them to the ground.
Yeah, Brewer is definitely like the I'm going to kill all scalpers guy.
Ryan, I feel like you'll resonate with what I'm about to say a little bit more because you're older, as am I. Like, we're both in our 20s, and
Damn, bro, why are you saying that like I have like a 401k or something, man? Like, I'm 22.
I mean, I am 20, so does that count as 20s?
I feel like it'll resonate a little bit more
You're
with me and Ryan,
yeah.
There was this massive MMORPG that is in fact a spinoff of a larger series called the World of Warcraft.
No way, I know what you're talking. All right, go ahead.
God damn it, not World of Warcraft.
No.
Oh no.
I knew you really knew.
Go ahead.
It's funny because
no, please.
Sorry, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, it is funny because like I only knew about World of Warcraft at the start, so like I found like, God, what the hell, Warcraft 3? I want to look this up. I forgot what console it's on, but Warcraft 3 isn't it on like the PSC? Yeah, released in 2002. I found out about WoW, and I had a big WoW phase. I got like a Blood Elf Hunter to like level like, God, dude, I think he's like 97
I feel like
or
that's
something.
I feel like World of Warcraft is like a huge part of spin-offs, especially in the like RPG area, specifically MMORPGs, where they kind of changed the game. World of Warcraft is,
I mean, dude, it's so big, and people got so addicted to it. They even made like a South Park episode about it.
WoW is possibly like the biggest MMORPG ever.
Yeah, it's definitely up there with the likes of like that.
Yeah,
RuneScape. I'm really bad at thinking of other like JRPGs. Not JRPGs, like MMOs.
World of Warcraft like deserves to be talked about when it comes to spin-offs, just because of you don't really hear about anybody talk about the Warcraft series itself. You hear World of Warcraft. It is always WoW.
So it's like that Persona effect.
I actually did not know that World of Warcraft was a spinoff.
Yeah. It's a spinoff of the like whole Warcraft series, which started. Hold up, I'll tell you.
Lord, how long ago?
I think like late nine.
Yeah, basically
Warcraft
before most of us were born.
In 1994. It's called Warcraft: Orcs and Humans.
Yeah, they're the RTS games.
Then World of Warcraft, and of course Hearthstone, which is another spinoff.
Another spinoff.
Hearthstone, another.
So many spinoffs, it's making me dizzy.
Same here. Don't worry.
That is absolutely
Sorry,
wild.
me and Ryan
That
had
is
to nerd
really
out
crazy,
for a second
though.
there about World of Warcraft.
We're literally
I
doing
had-
a
I had-
podcast
God, that was
episode
such a
about gaming. Don't
favorite
worry.
game. You're good. We're providing the content, right? This is what we're here for.
So
I
real.
thought we were here to like sell you off or something.
I thought we were here to talk about the 20 hottest presidents.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But,
Number
I can't
8,
remember a game.
Grover
I think this is a game
Cleveland.
podcast.
Number 2.
Hmm.
Does Joe Biden make the top 20?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Also,
Okay.
definitely not on top 20. Andrew Jackson. He would be on my top 20 not hottest presidents list.
I don't know. I feel like he's like pretty hot. Like he's definitely burning.
Oh,
as
yeah,
hell right now.
definitely.
He's definitely warm right now.
I mean, that's why he would also not be on the list, because you would think about all the terrible things he did, and then maybe it's not as hot
Chad
anymore.
Obama, though. Dude,
I'm pretty sure.
probably up there.
All right, he's up there for sure.
Well, let's get off some hot presidents for now. I think another one is like spin-offs that are, let's just say, an inevitability for series that get big enough. Like, you know, the Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors games?
There we go.
Yes.
You get all these big series that start getting warrior type games, or the button mashers.
Hyrule Warriors?
Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors gets like another one where it's like Age of Calamity.
Oh,
Fire
There's like
Emblem.
Hyrule
Yeah, Fox,
Warriors
say
was
Fire
like
Fire Emblem's
the
a really big
first
one.
Zelda game I had played in like 10 years after Majora's Mask when I was a little kid. I was like, this is banging. What?
I remember the ways I tried to justify, like, my parents buying it for me, because I had never seen anything like that before. I was like, you don't understand, Mom. I could play this thing forever. It takes, like, there's so many enemies to kill, Mom. There's so many characters.
Oh, no, you'll never have to buy me another game.
You don't get how powerful I get to feel.
Dad, I can be Ganondorf, who has 2 swords for some reason.
For some reason, but we don't question it. But yeah, that's
Yeah, no. If it follows the rule of cool, I definitely won't
It
question
has
it.
this hot lady for some reason.
don't question it. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of Viral Warriors now, and just like how much bigger it is on Switch now, because it has all the content from like the DLC, the 3DS version, and then extra content for the Switch version. Because I think on like howlongtobeat.com, it literally says if you want to complete the game, it's like hundreds of hours long.
Oh no, there's
Yeah.
shoutouts to that one video gamer, aka the completionist. He did a completionist episode on that, and it took him over 1,000 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, that, and I remember Nintendo gave him a challenge.
God.
It was to beat literally just like one map of it. Like, it's this hero quest thing. You do challenges on the map by like playing different levels. He had a couple days to do it, and he couldn't do it, even by like staying up late to play it. And he had to wear a Tingle outfit because of it. Oh my god, I just remember now with Zelda spin-offs, there's Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
Oh, I forgot about. I feel like I wanted to repress that one. I definitely think I wasn't supposed to remember.
It's a Zelda game with Tingle, except it takes like the No More Heroes formula of wanting to get bitches and turning that into a game. Tingle wants money and bitches.
That dude, I feel that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game, especially when the final boss is a souped up Ruby that turns into Goku. It's a big fever dream, if anything.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Like,
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I-
Question
I
the
need to dive on
madness.
this.
Final boss who turns into
Don't
Goku.
question the madness, guy. Especially
No,
because
I-
I'm just
I need
remembering
this.
things I saw from a PBG episode.
that
Basically, just though you collect a shit ton of rubies, you give them to this dude named Uncle Ruby, and Uncle Ruby turns into Goku and tries to beat you up.
Goku.
Because at some point you're like, man, maybe I don't want to give this old bastard all my money for some reason. I don't want to pay my taxes.
What?
All right, yeah, maybe this is a little bit more relatable than like I
Wait a
thought it
second.
was. I don't know. This is a little more interesting
I
now.
just realized.
What's the IRS's number?
I just found a reason to talk about the Arkham games.
No, not
Uh-oh.
again.
We are getting an Arkham Games spinoff in just a couple of months. Kill the Justice League.
Oh yeah, so
That one seems.
Oh no.
I've seen a lot
No,
about
so
that
they
one.
just
Well, I've seen a little bit. I guess I shouldn't say a
just
lot.
released new
It
gameplay
seems-
footage, and I'm gonna be so real. Spider-Man has fucked up my any sense of traversal because it begins with Harley Quinn doing like this deep fucking dive. She's like, oh, she's about to like swing like a motherfucker after this, and it's super slow, and I'm just like, ugh.
Well, I
I
more
thought
so
you
want
were
to know
about
what
to
a guy
be funny for a
named
sec.
Captain Boomerang is using a gun instead of a boomerang.
I think he realized that Boomerang just isn't cutting it anymore. I think he finally
Man, it's
figured it
the
out.
DC universe. There's probably some ancient boomerang relic that can like cut through time and space. They can make up whatever the hell they
It's
want
so
to.
funny. But I'm actually really excited for the game. It says Kevin Conroy's like last appearance as Batman. I think it's gonna go hard.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah.
right.
Wasn't there something else for like the
So true.
Flash as well?
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, hopefully that one turns out good, but it seems like they were trying to turn it into a live service
Yeah,
game.
that's
so,
my, like, one worry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Wish live
I
service
saw
games
that.
didn't have like such a
I
bad
think there's like
rap
a-
because
I think there's like a
they can be
season.
good. They just have to be done right.
Mhm. I think the issue is that like the Kill the Justice League is such like that is like the last thing I
Yeah.
want to be like a live service game. I feel like I want that to be
I
like a
want
very
that to
streamlined
be
single player mode.
Literally what the Arkham games are.
I think it's the problem like the Avengers game
Ugh.
had where like people were wanting the like single player experience, but then they tried to focus on all like the live service elements that make a lot of money. And now it's gotten delisted. Yay.
That game makes me
Oof.
cry. It makes me so sad because it is. Ugh.
I remember when I
it's a
walked into
game.
GameStop when it released because I was just trying to pick up some other stuff. And I saw people picking up the game and I was like, "Oh, you fools."
Would that count? Would that count as a spin-off?
I don't know. Would it even be a spin-off for just like licensed series? Like if they have an established series like the Arkham games, I guess there's a spin-off go off of there, but like for licenses or just like franchises, I guess, that aren't usually video games, do those count as spin-offs?
I mean, that's a genuine question though, because it is technically like coming off of something. You know what I mean?
A spin-off of the TV show, I guess,
Yeah,
in a video game format, like Simpsons Road Rage.
that's a good.
Okay, but that's a fun game though.
No, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just saying, like, do they count
Like,
as
does,
spin-offs?
No, I
If
get
they're-
does,
that.
like, do like the Dragon Ball games count as spin-offs? If that's how we're seeing it, because it's a spin-off of a book.
Mm, I guess not really, because like I always viewed spin-offs as like I guess there's like spin-off series from like I guess for like books and like
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
book series, but I always considered like we'll say like DBZ like Dragon Ball like Budokai or something. I never considered that a spin-off because it's like there's no like Dragon Ball isn't a game, right? It's a
Yeah,
manga.
yeah.
I guess if we were
Different
to take like the original material, we would take the manga, and let's say the author like read a different series, but in the same universe, based on like I don't know, fucking Roshi or something. Just trying to fondle some tits every chapter. That would be a spin-off.
Yeah.
That Roshi
I
moment.
don't know.
Jesus.
Spin-offs are pretty crazy.
That's Roshi's existence is
Yeah.
crazy.
That sounds like my kind of spin-off. I'm kidding.
Jeez,
I think I know where guys gotta
off topic
go.
real quick, but I'm glad the trope is dying
Yes.
out. Is all I'm saying.
That is very fair.
We respect women. That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
And men.
True. I gotta make sure my
Exactly.
queens are taken care of.
You gotta make sure the homies are well protected.
True. My homies can be my queens.
Hey, no judgment
Ryan,
here.
You're a queen. Thanks.
So are you, Joe.
Guy, you're not a queen. I hate you.
Good.
Damn.
He's a peasant.
Aww.
Here in the prospect of
No,
royalty.
he's less than a peasant.
I'm sorry, y'all.
He's
Well, that makes me
he's the
sad.
ant on my boot.
Oh man.
Y'all make
I
me
want to
very
like
sad.
go into a Dynasty Warriors game and just do like a 50-hit combo on Guy.
Jesus.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Y'all are nuts, I swear.
Sorry, man. It's late. The things are just
Oh
saying.
my god.
Things are
y'all,
just being
Mortal
said at
Kombat
this
shower
point.
To be
monks.
fair.
Is that wait? Is there a Mortal Kombat
That
Dynasty
sounds
Warriors
crazy.
game?
No fucking
Okay, but like I'm not gonna lie. I think I just came up with like $1 million idea,
Yeah,
right?
let's
Like
hear another idea.
a Mortal Kombat
John
Dynasty
Tobias
Warriors
on
game
the
where you can
phone.
where you can just fatality. Where you can just fatality like a bunch of like nobodies.
No, give me a
Damn,
Dynasty
I'm-
Warriors game,
okay.
but it's invincible, and I can just murk people with Omni-Man.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
yeah, that would work.
The Boys Dynasty Warriors, and murking them all with
You need that.
Homelander.
Give me a Dynasty Warriors game like Splatoon, but instead of using ink, they just use actual
What?
guns.
That'd be funny.
Don't give the Inkling a gun at 12:37 a.m. So
Oh
sus,
yeah,
bro.
it's getting late.
Oh, that's actually something I want to talk about. Nintendo is usually the IP that has like the most amount of spin-offs. If you think about it, they are the cash. They are the cash cows.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So like, just think
I'd
about
say
it.
Atlas is a close second.
Atlas is crazy at milking their properties. I won't lie. Like we talked about earlier about like Persona 5, but like the Persona 4 era was like
That shit was
insane
crazy.
because they had like Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, they had Persona 4 Ultimax, they had the dancing game.
If-
They definitely had like way more.
Yeah, they would try to make Persona like farming game next.
That'd be really funny.
It would be kind of funny. For now, though, I'll probably just
It
do a
would-
mod on Stardew Valley, and there's my Persona spinoff.
That'd be really funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that would be funny.
But
Or what about
yeah.
What
You
about my
first.
favorite spinoff from the Zelda series, Link's Crossbow Training?
It's crossbow training. Oh my god.
I won't lie. I love like just the silly little Wii games where you get to use the Wii remote as a gun, or I guess in this case like a crossbow.
Yeah.
They really like. I feel like the Wii had a lot of like motion controls had definitely like were super explored on that console, but I still feel like the simplest and coolest thing is just man, just make the Wii remote a gun.
I think it worked really good for like Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, because before remake, I honestly think that was the best way you could play the game. Because like the pointer works so well for aiming, especially like with the tank controls in the original Resident Evil 4. So like just pointing somewhere and then shooting worked good, and then you could focus on movement with the one joystick.
Yeah, that was really cool. What games used like a lot of the like spin-offs used a lot of the used a lot of
Talking about a
Ugh.
recent one, WarioWare.
Yeah, WarioWare's always been really good at that.
Well, Wario's interesting because he has like two separate spin-offs. So like he's a spin-off from Mario, which we've established is actually not its own thing. It's a spin-off from Donkey Kong. But then you have Wario spinning off from Mario, which he had Wario Land games. But then he had his own spin-off thing with Wario's like Microgames Emporium, and then just a WarioWare series. So now we just have too many spin-offs. I'm just getting dizzy and I'm gonna throw up.
Lamau.
Yeah, honestly, there are a lot of spin-offs. In fact, my head is spinning.
There are.
Oh my God.
It's spinning.
Yeah, there's a lot of spin-offs. My head is starting to spin off.
Spin me right round,
Oh,
baby.
baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, right round. Yeah, okay.
I wish they would bring back Wario Land. Those games are fun.
Real.
Yeah, we have a little like spiritual
Beats
successor
Tower
now.
released.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he's literally an Italian, so it works. It works out.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Boys, I can tell we're starting to get to that point where we're getting a little tired. It is a little late at night, so I think we should start wrapping up.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. One thing that I wanted to talk about that I haven't been able to bring up yet have any of us played the Poke Park series?
Love
like
those.
Poke Park with
Yeah.
Pikachu? Fuck yes. Okay, because that was like the first one on the Wii was my shit as a kid. Because it was like so cool. I gotta play as Pikachu, and I gotta go do all these like cool mini games. I gotta go help all these Pokemon with their problems.
Dude, I know if I like evaluate them like on just a what would I say? What's the best way I can say this without just insulting the games? An objective take, I guess. I'm not gonna say they're like great games by any means, but for what they are, they're just so much fun. Because all the little Pokemon you meet, the personalities you have with them, it is like kind of a mini game collection because you just play mini games.
Mhm.
But the exploring the worlds and like trying to befriend everyone, kind of like a collectathon there. There's just so much magic to it that like kid me loved, and like I could still go back and play those games and like still have a pretty good time with them, all things considered.
Mhm.
So
I really hope they
completely
make a
agree.
third one.
I never actually played the second one.
If they dropped the third one, I never touched the second one
was
either.
good.
But like, second one, yeah.
Oh,
but,
Ryan, what's your favorite mini game in a Poke
I've heard
Park?
good things. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh god, I'm trying to remember all the mini games now.
Yeah, we're gonna.
The one I remember the best was like the It was like first area in the game. There was like a racing mini game, and that one was just like all right. It was just like
I like the one where you like literally were a Beyblade.
ooh.
That was
Yeah,
good.
you
Yeah,
choose
that one
you choose
was really good.
Pokemon. You go in a Beyblade, and then you try to beat everyone in the Beyblade arena.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Along. I think I might have liked that one.
I remember there was one
good.
where you
I
had to
feel like I
like
liked it.
break rocks. Like the rocks would be flung at you, you'd break them. I could never beat that as a kid. I sucked at it so much.
Blaziken's Boulder Bash. I have the SarahB.net page pulled up in front of me of all the games.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Pokepark 2 was a lot of fun. Like with the little abilities you got from like the different playable characters. It just made a lot of fun to just like explore the worlds. Because they were like genuinely, I think, like really well crafted. They had a lot of little secrets to find, a lot of special Pokemon to befriend. Some Pokemon you'd see that you'd have to figure out how to like get to them so you could even talk to them.
Yeah.
And then they were just really interesting. They had a lot going around and a lot of different theming. Like they could be basic sometimes, like in the first one having like, oh, Fire World, Ice World, and then whatever else, Grass World.
Yeah.
And then the game after that, like 2, I really liked. There's this one with like the train stations and stuff, so like kind of a steampunk world. Then you had kind of an ice world, but it had like a martial arts take on it. Then you had like the dream world as well, which is kind of felt like a carnival to go through. So either way, just really good. I hope they re-release the games sometimes because they're just a lot of genuine fun.
You are right about that.
Yeah, unlike Pokemon Dash, which just we don't talk about that one.
I
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
completely forgot about the game until y'all like brought it up in this episode. That's interesting.
Well, Pokemon has like a lot of really good spin-offs, but I'd say it like a fourth of the spin-offs it has are like Hey You Pikachu.
You're so right though.
Yeah, just random ones that like just
Because I'm gonna be real, the most fun I had with Hey You Pikachu was just yelling random like cuss words at Pikachu and seeing how he would react.
Yeah, I remember when I was at your house, we would just yell at Pikachu, be like, "Hey Pikachu, fuck you."
What?
And it'd be funny. Sometimes he'd be happy. Sometimes he would be angry.
It was really funny though, I will admit.
Pikachu, you have a small cock. Yay, Pika Pika.
Pika Pika.
Pikachu, you have a big cock. Oh, Pika Pika.
Pika Pika. But yeah, that's a. God, I love talking about spin-offs so much, but it is about time we finish up because unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's about time.
It is about that time.
What are
Alright.
what are our concluding points about spin-offs? Because I think personally, I think spin-offs are a very interesting part of gaming. I think a good amount of them are made out of like greed and like trying to capitalize on the
Money.
IP. But then there's some that are like
Hmm.
made with like genuine passion and like really good, like Final Fantasy Tactics and whatnot. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hit or miss for me. You just got to
100%.
find the right ones. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I definitely like the point about how like when they're made with not just be like, oh, if they're made with love they're good, because I feel like it's way too simplistic, but I really like spin-offs because I feel like they have almost like a unique potential to like deepen my connection with like a world. Like for example, like the Mystery Dungeon series, I brought it up earlier, but it's like every time I see Grovyle, I'm just like, this is like the best character ever made. And like canonically, he's just a Pokemon, right? Like there's no soul behind it.
Also, he's like a second stage
but, like-
evolution of a starter, which most people do
Yeah.
not like or care about.
Mm-hmm. But I really appreciate that, like, when the time is put in, that these games can like give us these. They're not bound by the same conventions and standards that like the main series have to uphold, and so I feel like by doing that, we're able to see like all these games in like in a new light, and like really get to like the essence of what the games series kind of are. And I appreciate being able to get that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I really agree.
Yeah, I
with all the
definitely
sentiments that
think-
were made, honestly.
Yeah,
completely
because
agree.
like I do agree. I think they can be cash cows sometimes. Like I like some of the Persona spin-offs, but some of them like 5 and 3 dancing kind of just felt like cash grabs. Because like they're really expensive. There was DLC songs with them, and there just
Mhm.
weren't all that much content with them.
Real quick, I definitely agree with that. Especially 5 is a cash grab because like I've listened to like the 3 and 4 and 5 remixes, and like 3 and 4s are like, okay, they genuinely take the song and make them like something new, and 5 is just like, hey, what if we just added like some like techno beat
Yeah,
to the song?
I think
It's-
4 had heart, but like what came after that,
Mhm.
they just made it a lazy cash grab.
Yeah.
Just because it's
it
like, hey,
was-
we might as well make this.
It was unfortunate.
Then I'll have
but
to
it is
complain
what it
about
is.
this. The remaster that like released on the PlayStation 4 for like 4 dancing, you could only get it by getting the expensive collector's edition for 3 and 5 combined, which was not worth it.
That's
Really
Yeah, I
gross.
hate when they do that.
Ooh. Ugh.
Ugh, just keep it away from me, that trash.
Yeah, Atlas, keep your little greedy hands off of me, all right, Atlas? I'm trying
Real.
to-
Yeah, but then you can have other spin-offs
gross.
which can like greatly expand upon a character in the world, or just become their own thing, like the Donkey Kong Country series, which is genuinely some of the
Mhm.
best platforming you can get. So, yeah, it's a
Real.
mixed bag, but like, I just hope to keep seeing more of them that give me more of the characters I love in the world. Maybe expand upon the lore while I'm at it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a sucker for that. Yeah, give me more of that.
Or just like, give me some more fun time with the characters I love. Because you know what? Even if it's like a 140-hour game, like Persona 5, you know what? Maybe I do want to talk to Ryuji again.
Real.
Can never stop talking.
Never stop
to
talking to
Ryuji.
Ryuji. Ryuji my goat, dude.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, if I start talking about Ryuji, we will
be here
like
until 3
keep
a.m.
going for longer. So I'm gonna just leave it as like I love Ryuji.
All right, well, I think it's a good closing point for the episode. So,
Yeah,
I'll say this, everyone. If you like this video, maybe put like a little spin on that like button.
True.
Maybe spin the Beyblade on the subscribe button as well.
And throw up the heart. Like I'm throwing up to y'all. Y'all can't see it because there's no cams.
All right, and then just comment one of your favorite spin-offs.
True.
And what you'd like to see from us. But with that, we've been Fetch Quest.
Yeah, with that being
Thanks for
said,
watching.
yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If y'all like our content, please subscribe, please like, please comment. But with that being said, thank y'all very much. We've been Fetch Quest. We're out.
Bye.
Peace.